Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here. I gotta clear my friggin' throat for y'all. Happy Friday. It is just after 10 p.m. Eastern out there on October 10th. It is Raymond Mallaber's birthday. Our guy Raymond. I'm just gonna put that up there right there. Unfortunately, we lost Raymond. He's was an amazing community member of ours that we lost, very, very early this year. And yeah, we're here to celebrate his birthday. It is we're gonna turn it into a joyous occasion. How about that, Brett?
That sounds great to me, dude. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored you coming up with this great idea to do a stream just for him, because you got to talk to Shelly, trying to figure out what is Raymond's favorite horror movie, and
Yeah.
Gummit, he did not disappoint. He picked a solid one.
Yeah, he picked a good one, and yeah, I appreciate you jumping on here. Guys, originally we had planned for, Ken from Sledgehammer Horror to be able to join us, and Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews, but some family stuff came up and they just weren't able to join us. So I don't know, you got a couple good looking dudes here, well, at least over there, Brettman's rocking it. So I reached out to Shelly. So just to kind of give some of you folks, if you're a little bit new to the channel or new to the community, when Raymond had passed, the four of us, Sledgehammer Horror, Good Real Hunting, myself, and Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews, we wanted to put together, a stream to raise some like end of life funds, because there's always those expenses, and we wanted to see just what we could do to help the family. Just through the grieving process, and also give Raymond a really good send-off. So we did a little stream and raised some money for that. It was really sweet what Shelly was able to do. She was able to, create ornaments that had our logos on there and everything like that, which was really sweet. So we got to be part of Raymond's procession and everything. And because of how generous all of you were, everyone that joined the stream and everything, we were able to raise enough money to have him have a spot, right next to his grandparents there. Because insurance wasn't going to cover every little thing. So we were able to put the family in a spot where they could give Raymond a really nice final resting spot. So that's just the power of how awesome this community is. And, Brett, I'll let you talk about that a little bit, because it's one thing that I learned from you guys. I've been able to talk to you about this a little bit, but now it's just us one-on-one. So, when I was just getting up and going and everything, like the way that you guys interact with your audience and the way you guys make the audience, such a big part of your streams, like really had an influence on the way that I do things over here. So, I don't know if you want to kind of speak to that and just like the power of the community and how we can be there for one another, and how we can continue to like, celebrate somebody like Raymond and keep him alive in a sense.
Oh man, you're putting me on a pedestal here. But yeah, dude,
Put you on the spot.
Here's the thing, though. Raymond is just like an ultimate example. If anybody can be, I know everyone in the chat here, you all are awesome. You support many kinds of content. But if I just have to just like point out one person in particular, that's Raymond. He is like pretty much the ultimate person you want to be or try to be in a chat. He's always friendly. I've never, ever seen that dude in such a bad mood. He always hops on. He always supports us, whether we agree or disagree. And trust me, there are a lot of times where me and Raymond did disagree, but we did it in such a respectable and laughable manner. It's just Raymond's just one of those rare breeds of YouTube chat supporters. And so that's why I wish like I could be just as good as him, because I might not have the patience like he did. But it's just what was great about the event we did is the fact that we came together as a community and just were able to do something that, like, and Shelly even told us this, they didn't think they were going to have enough money to put Raymond right beside you said his father or grandfather? I think
it's his grandparents.
Grandparents, yes, that was
Yeah.
right. The grandparents, and we, like, not just we, but you all as a community, us as a community, made that happen for it. And that's honestly the most proudest thing I've ever done as a YouTuber. It wasn't the
Mm-hmm.
Real Horror Awards; it was doing
Mm-hmm.
all that for a special friend and a special supporter. And I even
Yeah.
got the picture of it too, of what Shelly made. I know this ain't the greatest picture in the world if y'all can't see that, but Shelly
yeah.
made this memorial for us in Raymond's memory, and it's just, again, something I just hold truly dear in my heart. So again, Raymond, we love you, buddy. We're always thinking about you. We got you both, me and Davey's Patreon and YouTube membership cards. Like, you are forever special to us in our hearts and as a community. And Chester said best, the best community. I could not agree more.
Yeah, no, it is. It's, you know, Raymond was, you know, like so many of you guys, just really welcoming, really sweet to everybody that's dropping in, was always the first person to say hello to somebody that was new. And yeah, I don't, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of great communities all over YouTube. I do think that there's something really special about the horror community that we have here. So many of these folks that we see in the chat, they're bouncing all over the place, from, you know, the really big horror YouTubers to just the, you know, I've been doing this for just a couple years, so just like kind of the upstart guys. So for me, it's really awesome to be part of the community as an audience member and a content creator, of course. But, you know, Raymond was just like just the sterling example, like so many of you other folks. And yeah, like Shelly has been super sweet. She sent me some other pictures here that I think I'm gonna find a way to kind of bring up as we go through the watch party, or maybe at the end of the movie or something, show off some pictures here that she's got. But she's very happy that we're doing this for Raymond. And when I reached out and I was like, what's the movie? She was like, well, he really liked all the Tom Savini like documentary stuff and interviews, because he really loves Savini's work. But the movie that got him hooked was A Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was like, all right, say no more. That's an easy watch. It's a total classic. I love this movie so much, so I'm really looking forward to watching it with you, Brett Man, and of course everybody hanging out with us. Really quick, what do you say we say what's up to everybody hanging out in the chat? How about that?
Do that, my friend. There's a lot of people, so there's a lot of hellos you need to get to.
Yeah, I might burn right through it, guys, because we do want to get the movie going. What I'm going to say here, though, is for any of you that are jumping in, you know, maybe this is your first time, and maybe you found this stream because you're a huge Freddy fan, or you're a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan, and this popped up on your feed and you're jumping in and you're like, who the heck are these guys? I'm Davey Deathray. This is my buddy Brett Man from Good Real Hunting. Please, one of the mods, Brett, I'll get your link in the description, but I think I saw Erica in there. Erica, if you could share Brett's link, that would be great. If you're new to this community, or you're new to just like to either one of us, welcome on in. I hope you have an awesome time. I hope you, you know, leave this stream thinking, I can't wait to catch those guys again. So,
and whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. And yeah, hitting the like button helps you stay awake. That's been proven scientifically. It's a fact. Subscribing to both of our channels will keep you up even longer. And if you share the channel, that's just, you're keeping Freddy at bay. So
you'll never sleep again.
Exactly. I will say that for sure. I'm going to be watching on the Movies Anywhere app or website, because Eli Cortez was sweet enough to share with me his digital code from the 4K box set. So I'm going to be watching the 4K digital version. Brett, I think you're watching on HBO Max. Is that right?
I am watching on HBO Max. So if anybody has the HBO Max app.
All right. So, okay. Well, wait, I'm going to remove this. We're going to say hi to everybody, and then we'll get going. All right. We got Shot by Shot, one of our great channel members here, calling this the greatest horror film ever made. I'm not even going to argue. It's not my favorite, but I think it's up there for contention. Yeah. We got Ashton Luck in the house, Chester Franklin Jr., Sebastian. Welcome on in, Sebastian. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, happy birthday to Raymond. We miss you and love you, Raymond. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Big Rod, one of our great channel members. Hope you're doing well, Big Rod. Last I remember, you got a new lady friend, and you were so busy. The summer of Big Rod's big love. So happy to see you jumping on in, Big Rod. Thank you so much for your membership. We got Nathan Mills in the house. What's happening, Nathan? We got Adrian James. Go ahead and say your thing, Brett.
Yo, Adrian, how you doing? We're here to have a good time and not fall asleep, you know?
There you go. Hey, we got Michael Myers 2018. Yes, Michael, I'm looking forward to you being out and about on Halloween. You might see me out there. Usually I wear my Curse of Michael Myers mask because I love it so much, but I got 6 of them, so who knows who I'll be that time around. Let's see here. We got Falcons fan 408, one of a new person in our community. So welcome on back, man. Great to see you. Jay Beach is kicking it with us. We got Slasher Fred. What's happening, Slasher Fred? Blu-ray Addict. Brett, go ahead and say your thing.
Blu-ray Addict, again, my friend. Hopefully you are winning that battle with your addiction to Blu-rays. Because if anybody could do it, it's you.
Yes, a winner is you. We got Joel from Darkroom Reviews in the house as well. What's happening, Joel? Always a pleasure having you kick it with us, bud. We got Erica. There she is, one of our great Death Squad mods and channel members. And guys, Erica is like the queen mod at the Davey Deathray Discord. And if you haven't signed up for the Discord, it's totally free. It's awesome. It's a great way to stay connected as a community. And we get into some wild shit over there. So link is in the description. Join us if you haven't already. All right, who else we got? We got the man. We got Freddy Krueger in here. Holy cow!
Shit.
How did it happen? Who told him? Who told him? He says, "I've been summoned for the movie of a Nightmare on Elm Street." My best. I don't know. I could say certain things in Freddy's voice. Yeah, he's got that. I love the cackle. The Freddy cackle's great.
Oh, dude. Stuff of nightmares, my friend.
It is. It truly is. We got Gory Tiger. How are you doing, Gory? So good to see you. Who else do we have in here? Just want to make sure we're not missing anyone. We got Billy Judd in the house. What's happening, Billy? Welcome on in. Billy Judd, fresh from the Womp Stomp Ghost Files stream. Saw you over there, Billy. And I think that might be everybody. I don't know. Victor E. Merced. How are you doing, Victor? Always a pleasure to have you join us. We've got Mr. Banana Monkey. How are you doing, Mr. Banana Monkey? We got a little bit of a mic bomb in the house. There it is. That's the mic bomb. We've got, who else? Oh, Jigsaw's in here. What's happening, Jigsaw? You guys are amazing. 24 people kicking it with us, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Good Real Hunting. And over here, we got Dean Renner, our Patreon member, channel member, and Death Squad mod. Yes, R.I.P. Raymond. Guys, I know he would be so pumped that we're keeping this all going for him. Yes, you're the guy with the glove and the fedora. That's right. That is right. Let's see here. Who else do we have? I'm cruising through. Guys, if you're saying something very, very important, feel free to pop it back in there. I'm just trying to say what's up. What's happening? Herbert Geddes. Yes, it's true. The people in the Discord call me Big Dad. So there's Daddy Deathray or Big Daddy D. Yeah.
Big Daddy D. That's why I'm calling you from now on.
I swear, starting the Discord was worth it just to be called Daddy by a small contingent of people. We got Leanna Bevy Rage in the house, one of our great channel members and Death Squad mods. Thank you so much for sharing the Good Real link there. And guys, Brett, why don't you tell them a little bit about the other thing you've got going there as I pipe in and say what's up to
the little other thing. What is that?
Chills and Thrills.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes, Chills and Thrills. That's like my side channel where pretty much where all I do there is horror movie watch parties. Yes, right there. We're at 123 subscribers. I like to boost that up even more, which next week I do plan on at some point to try to do the 100th subscriber celebration. Which
Oh, yeah.
movie are we going to watch? I'll have to spin my wheel and figure that out, and I'll let y'all know as soon as I can. But yes, horror movie watch parties. And if you are new to Chills and Thrills, tomorrow night will be the best one to tune in to see what in the world Chills and Thrills is all about, because I will be doing Halloween from 1978 with my special guest, Braden Timmons. If y'all not sure who he is the director of a little fan film called The Last Nightmare Part 1 and the upcoming Part 2 of next year, along with the Haddonfield Nightmare, the true sequel to Halloween H2O.
Yeah, none of that resurrection shit.
Yeah, I don't even acknowledge that bullshit.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Leanna. And then I just want to also welcome on in Ryan Olashow, one of our great channel members. Ben Grimm is in the house. Yep, that's right. The Thing, Ben Grimm. We've also got him is jumping on in as well. Just watched Leprechaun in the Hood. That is a kind of a fun one. Classic? Sure. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't consider a classic. And then we got Brad Underwood as well. Brad, your Eagles are reeling, and I got to admit, as a Washington Redskins fan, I'm totally cool with that. So
that's an ugly ring. So I'm a Chiefs fan, so I'm still sour.
Yeah, that was a rough one for you guys. That is like, it sucks to go to the Super Bowl and get destroyed. I mean, it happened to my team when I was 1 year old, so luckily I don't remember it.
Go cry real quick.
Yeah, okay. That's a great crying face, like the happy Bert face while you cry.
Rocking my unibrow, like
rocking the unibrow. All right, folks. Okay, welcome on in again. Really appreciate y'all. I'm curious to know, for everyone that's hanging out in the chat, let us know if you're going to be watching along. In typical Davey Deathray fashion, we've almost gone 20 minutes without starting the movie because I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. I get so excited. It's like, you know, like I look at my sail and it's like my little pet and I'm like, Jojo, the idiot circus boy. And then I get Brett on and I get even more excited. So
thanks, dude.
You know, what can I do? Yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get this rolling here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up some, you know, we're going to have little discussion points. We're going to have some polls for you guys as we go through live. And again, this is, yeah, we're certainly honoring the memory, and we're missing our guy Raymond, but this is a celebration. So let's have some fun. And yeah, let's just, you know, pretend or just have the feeling that Raymond's here watching along with us. How about that?
Oh, he's always with us. So
yeah,
today especially, the spotlight's on him.
Oh yeah, for sure. And guys, this is gonna be a yearly thing. We'll celebrate Raymond's birthday every friggin' year. So absolutely. What's happening, Jeremy? Welcome on in, man. Really appreciate you. There we go. We got Eli Cortez. I knew he wasn't gonna miss out. Hey Davey, can you put a link for Brett's channel on Discord? Freddy Krueger, are you in the Discord? Maybe this is a secondary account for Freddy Krueger and I don't even know it.
I can work on that real quick.
Yeah, Brett can drop that on in there because he's part of the whole Discord fam there.
All right, let's see here. If I can learn to be technological here. Let's see.
And we even have Jeremy's channel there. Thank you for sharing that, Leanna. Yes, God, we have some awesome mods here taking care of everything. Really appreciate you guys. Okay, yeah. I'm going to put the timer up on here. So, guys, the timer's at about 5 seconds. So I'm going to start the movie. And then when the movie hits 5 seconds, we'll resume that timer. And then that way, you guys, if for whatever reason you fall behind or you need to pause your movie or something happens, you know, you're just able to find out where you are. Or if you're watching this after the fact, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. You can really match up with us if you're watching after the fact. So even more important there. What am I trying to figure out here?
All right. I got you covered, Freddy Krueger. I did Good Reel and for Chills and Thrills.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see here. Brett, are you ready to get A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 rocking and rolling?
Well, I'm terrified to go to sleep, so that's why I'm here. So let's go ahead and watch a damn good classic movie that should be a perfect horror movie, but I'll explain later at the end why it's not. Gotcha.
Okay. And man, this is, so you're going from this one to tomorrow watching Halloween 78. So you're knocking off two of the big ones here.
And I might as well throw on Friday the 13th on Sunday.
There you go. You might as well just do the trifecta. All right, folks, I'm going to cut the music out. There we go. The music is all finished. We are going to get this movie rolling. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And on play, guess what you do? You hit play. It's that easy. It's that easy. All right. Are you pumped and ready to go, Brett Man?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. This is A Nightmare on Elm Street, directed by Wes Craven, written by Wes Craven from 1984. This is for you, Raymond. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. I'm getting a bunch of red things. And now we got From New Line Cinema.
All right. Oh, I got to make sure it doesn't blow my ears off here.
And right off the bat, the score. That's all I got to say.
The score is great. I like, because old school movies, they used to like show all the credits before and after. And I like this kind of setup that we've got here where it's this little like letterboxed, viewpoint where we get all the credits, but we do get a little bit of the backstory or, just a little bit of the building of the glove here.
Oh, which I love it too, because it's just the thing you're supposed to do at the beginning of the movie. It just creates such an intrigue of like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm interested. And this is perfect because you don't know what he's doing.
And I mean, just imagine like it's a nice like cold open. It's it just jumps right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
the score.
John Saxon.
John Saxon is like the best horror cop of all time. Like between this and Black Christmas,
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, there is. You had mentioned the score, and especially this little bit, the melodic part of the score. To me, it's so perfect because there is something that's like nursery rhyme and like childlike about it, right? And it fits perfectly because Freddy is a child murderer. So, it's got this twisted sort of minor key melody and movement to it. It's perfect. I mean, it fits perfectly.
Mm-hmm. No, it really does. And it's just, again, it's just like kind of like an idea that's never really been done before. And the greatest part about all this is this all happened because Wes Craven had a nightmare, looked out his window. There was a man that looked like Freddy Krueger. And that's how a horror icon was born.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's that. And then it's also the, the true story of the young man that, thought that something was coming after him in his nightmares and, to be able to take that image that frightened Wes when he was younger and then to pair it with something that was, in a sense, like real world, but then, upping the ante to something supernatural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just another thing. I think why a lot of people love Freddy Krueger more than our classic icons of Michael and Jason is because easily Freddy has the most personality to him. It doesn't really pop up in this one because to me, I personally like my Freddy Krueger scary as hell. But like later on, like in the second movie, we get the little teases of his personality. Then the third movie, full-blown scale personality.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, there's certainly, it seems like even in horror, there's, there are like some of us that really love the more silent killers like Jason or Michael. And then there is the side that's like, oh, no, I need a killer with that personality. I need Chucky or I need Freddy, Ghostface,
God, those are some good ones you just brought up. But it's like, Ghostface, Freddy Krueger, and Chucky are the ultimate horror talkers of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of shit from my buddy Cecil Laird from the Horror Show channel because he's such a huge Freddy fan, of course. I mean, he wrote and directed Dylan's New Nightmare. And he just calls Michael the walking wall just to piss me off. And I mean, what can you do? He's not wrong. I just like it.
Well, all you got to just say is that, hey, listen, dude, he might be silent, but he's deadly.
Exactly.
And that's another thing crazy too, like our silent killers. Like we could even add like Art the Clown to that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Just to
Yeah.
go off topic for a second, but
Oh no. Yeah. He's well, and it's interesting with Art because I think Art is the rare example of silent with plenty of personality.
personality.
You know?
See.
Like I'm not the biggest, like Terrifier doesn't like, it doesn't really do it for me necessarily. And like I don't know what it is. Like it's a little too ugly for me. But I mean, I've seen all the movies. Like I'll keep on watching them. I have a horror YouTube channel, so I have to.
Oh yeah, it's our job. Somebody's got to do it. Just like Johnny Depp, somebody has to do it. Which, yeah, I always forget every time. This is Johnny Depp's first movie, like first big time role.
He's really good. He's got a good look, and it's a very. I feel like there's really good balance in this movie between the characters. Like it's not too heavy with one person or the other. I mean, other than some characters that don't make it too far in the movie. But Glenn is good here. He's a good boyfriend.
Except for he falls asleep, but I'm sure we'll get to that. But at least what this movie does is they finally actually pick the right final girl, unlike a shitty remake who can't even get their final girl right with Katie Cassidy.
Shit.
God,
yeah, the remake's not it's not a lot of fun. It's not a lot
There's
of
a couple of parts of it that are good, but other than that, it's mostly not good.
Yeah. I had to try to get through that movie. It took me 2 times just to get through it. So, Brett, with this movie here, when was the first time you saw the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Okay.
You got into horror like relatively, later in life, right? Is that right?
In 2016. So actually, it's crazy. I actually thought about this the other day. Next year will be 10 years into the horror genre.
Oh, wow.
But
nice.
Yes, to answer your question, Fo, this was around the time where, again, Brad was introduced me to the horror genre after getting me for the 2 scariest movies imaginable to start out with The Conjuring and Insidious. And then he's like, okay, you can go venture on your own. I was like, okay, which franchise should I watch? He goes, well, here's a couple of these. So I go, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do Friday the 13th because this guy in the hockey mask looks cool. Then I'll do the white mask guy, whatever his name is, the silent guy. I think that's what you say. It's the silent guy, which is Michael Myers. But then after I got through all of that, I got to one Mr. Freddy Krueger. And that first movie just sold me. I was like, this movie should be the perfect example of what a perfect horror movie should be, except for the last 5 minutes. But again, we'll get to that later. But first time I watched this, I was awed, and it actually scared me more than the ever Halloween and Friday the 13th movie. So out of the big 3, this one is the scariest franchise of the big 3.
All right. Yeah, it's man, I think I saw this. I was probably like 11 when I saw this the very first time. It was right around when Freddy's Dead came out, because I remember like that was all the talk was Freddy's Dead. But I was just a kid. I was in grade school. A buddy of mine and myself snuck on over to this like all girls birthday party, which was just scandalous at that age, right? And we crashed the party, and then like whoever's mom it was like, oh, you think you guys are like tough or whatever? Like try watching this, and she like handed us the VHS to this film here.
That is an awesome mom.
Yeah. And it was, horror movies never really like they gave me a fright, but I always knew they were, I didn't ever like have nightmares or anything about Freddy or think that it was going to be real or anything like that. So always had a lot of fun with this movie.
Speaking of which, since we're talking about nightmares and Nightmare on Elm Street, this would be a good question I just thought up with. Is there any kind of nightmare that you've ever had about a horror movie ever?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely like I've had a bunch of dreams where like Jason or Michael are in there, but it's weird. It's like in those dreams, I know that they're just dreams. Like I don't always have lucid dreams, but the nightmares that I have are like it's this weird indefinable fear that I feel. I don't know. It's so very rarely is it related to an actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I would definitely is Jason Voorhees, because that's how you determine who your favorite horror villain of all time is. It's the one that legitimately scares you in real life and in nightmares. And definitely scared me in the nightmare. I was at my dad's lake house and Jason was chasing me all over the house. And my last image was Jason with the machete. And then I woke up.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So and you
just like
say I had to change the sheets and it's not sweat.
So the ending of your nightmare was like the ending of the opening of the remake, the 2009 remake.
Yeah, absolutely. But mine was 100 times scarier than that one. Hey, even though I do love the remake, so that's not a shot against the remake.
Yeah, no, I enjoy the remake quite a bit. Yeah. Wait, are you guys not watching 2010?
Oh, thank God we're not. Which, trust me, Raymond has more class than that. I'll tell you that instantly. Raymond has class when it comes to his horror movies.
Freddy is the only slasher with a 1-900 number. It's true. He had one back in the day. Yeah, I mean, he's a clown that's also a mime. I think the two can be, clowns don't have to be mimes, but they can be. But he's definitely a clown, right?
Oh, how does that work? He's got the nose, he's got the little hat, he's got the ear.
Yeah. Mime first, clown second, I guess, since he is silent.
Oh my damn, they're having a good time.
I can really hear it in my headphones. Yeah, I can really hear the lovemaking.
God, what about poor Glenn there? He's the one that really has to hear it.
Yeah. What's happening, Illuminated Pro? Welcome on in. Oh my gosh, these teenagers, they are just wild.
Horny as hell. It's something about those 80s, man. That's everything with the 80s too. There probably wasn't much to do at the time, except for maybe a little bedroom play. But now we got all this technology and streams and video games. Probably don't get that quite as much.
Yeah, and I think like they really pushed it in these movies, and I guess it's like it's pretty normal, right? Yeah, kids in high school start playing around with that kind of stuff. I don't know. I was kind of a goody in high school, so I wasn't even really trying, I guess. I don't know. I had some fun, okay? I had some fun, but I wanted to be reasonable about it.
Oh, and real quick, because this shot's coming up, this is what pissed me off about the remake, because like if this original movie can do this particular oh my god, what's the word I'm thinking of? The practical effect. Why in the world do you have to do like a CGI effect? Like it's crazy. For what Wes Craven was able to do with the effects in this movie from 1984.
Yeah,
it's a lot better than the effects we get today.
Well, and it's like, I mean, really, what is it? Just like, it's like nylon or it's some sort of fabric that they use, right? It's a very simple trick.
Simple technology. Like it's crazy that people have to spend these millions of dollars. Like, no, just go back. Like if you're just poor as hell, like Halloween, $325K, you get one of the greatest cinematography shots of all time with Michael coming out of the shadows.
Yeah, I've often said that, like, when you don't have as much money, you don't have as much technology at your disposal, that's when like creativity really comes out. When people get creative with what they have. It's one of the reasons why I love, the Evil Dead so much. It's like what they were able to do. And it's like, to me, I'm a big punk rock guy too. So it's like, I like records that don't sound like super clean and everything's neat, because I've never listened to a band and had it sound like it was in a can. When you go watch a band live, it sounds like real actual music. And here's this great effect shot here.
And just also the sound effect, the sound design too, just like hearing that noise, like it's so great.
Yeah, the stretchiness and the sound design, and that's caught right there in camera. I mean, You can't replicate that with CG.
No, not at all.
There are plenty of things you can do with CG that you can't do practically. So it's
I
just best
say
to keep it to that.
the only time you use CG is if you know for 100% fact you can't do the practical effect in real
Yeah.
life. Like that's the only time. But like if you could do like monsters and all that, you can do it. But if it's like something very unrealistic, you know you can't pull off, and that's when you use CG. And it better be good because it's 2025. There's no excuse anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think too with CG, another good use of it is just to, color correct some things, maybe add some more blood, like add something to what's already caught in camera. So I say do that. Catch it all in camera. Maybe clean some stuff up with a digital artist can clean stuff up. Because I'm not I'm not really a purist. I'm just sort of like whatever fits, like whatever's best for that particular movie, So yeah, I don't know. And it is great to see practical effects making a comeback.
Oh yeah, I'm making the comeback. But yeah, right before we get Freddy Krueger, actually, I'll wait for a minute because we're about to get this iconic, the very first iconic line of the hundreds of iconic Freddy Krueger lines in this movie.
Yeah. So Eli, I'm watching it from the digital code you gave me, and then Brettman is watching on HBO Max. These creepy long arms.
This is God. So good.
The wacky running cracks me up. So there's a couple things. I'll say this, and I'm not trying to be a dick. There are some moments in this movie where I'm like, it looks a little clumsy. I'm trying to use the best word possible.
This is an underrated effect right there too.
Yeah, just the lining up the two
out
shots.
The tree.
Yeah.
But no, that's why I agree with you. I just noticed that like on the opening. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to steal a Dr. Evil line from Austin Powers 3 Gold Member. No one in my gene pool runs like a little girl.
Yeah.
Like I just noticed that this time around.
It really when people talk about Halloween, Friday the 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street, just from a filmmaking standpoint, I think the reason why Halloween gets touted as highly as it does is because it looks like it looks a cut above the other two films from a filmmaking standpoint. Now, Halloween doesn't do stuff like this. No. It's not going for these big swings.
And it's kind of like instead though, it's like Halloween opened, like cracked the door, and Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street like busted down the damn door.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes with art in general. It's someone is an inventor, and then along come the innovators.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can call them copycats, but I don't think there's any. I think it's all to elevate the genre.
Well, another thing too is that like somebody could like touch upon like an idea, and then someone else like in the future generation just takes your idea and makes it what you want it to be, but you didn't have the technological advances in order to pull off that idea. So it's like we're all connected in that way.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask too, like, what if you were the boyfriend right there? What would you do if you just saw after you just had a fun time with this beautiful girl, and all of a sudden she's just getting gutted all over the ceiling and everything?
I mean, I don't even know what you would say, right? I guess you would immediately try to convince the other two that you have no idea what the heck was happening and that she was like flying all over the room. I mean, it's wild. There's so much blood in that scene, and I don't know what the hell I would say.
I would probably say, listen, have you ever seen this movie called Scary Movie 2? This scene just went a little bit too far.
You can't bring up Scary Movie on my channel. People in the chat,
I forgot. Sorry. I
No,
had your
people in the
rules written in place of what I was not allowed to do, and what did I do? I broke it.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm just
I'm never
fucking with
coming
you.
back. But he's going to
And actually,
ban me forever.
Scary Movie 2 is the one that I think is the best one out of all of them.
I actually think at times it's the best one because it had to be more creative with making these less known horror movies more known.
Yeah. It's just Anna Faris is not a good actress. Like she's got zero charisma, and Marlon Wayans has zero comedic talent. Unfortunately, his family's very talented. He's talented in a different way. I think he's a really great dramatic actor. Requiem for a Dream and him, he's really good in those movies. He just doesn't make me. If I'm dying of laughter, bring Marlon Wayans into the room, and I will be cured. Like I guarantee it.
I got in your chat lit and on fire with this scary movie talk, so I am so sorry for that.
No, that's just how it goes. I love it. I love getting shit from everyone about Scary Movie. It's gonna pop off in the Discord, the same thing. Really quick, the Tina kill, because I don't want to go. We're a little bit past it now, but that whole like spinning room thing is such a creative, awesome idea. The room within the room that can move around, and we're going to see it later with Glenn as well. So they made sure to not just get one use out of it. And then we saw the very handsome John Saxon there.
Oh man, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah,
probably the best horror dad in horror movie history. It's either between him and Dr. Chalice. Again, because I just want to be him,
dude. Dr. Chalice is a
great
winner.
Father.
Yeah, like usually parents would like give their teenagers like a condom before they go out, like, hey, just be smart. Dr. Chalice, he's the kind of dad where like you give your dad a condom before you go. You're like, Dad, please. Like, I know you're gonna fuck like 3 people tonight, so here's a handful of condoms. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kids come out of the womb with a mustache and everything.
And a cold beer there, Ann.
It's getting late. I could use a drink.
That line. That's a dumb question there, Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, we got the
that's not
man
weird.
in black here.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not weird.
And Nancy's mom is like, she's the beginning in a long line of alcoholic parents in this film franchise, which is a running theme in this franchise. Booze hound parents.
Oh yeah, and you mentioned about the whole rotating room. That will just go ahead and let me bring up to me one of the greatest horror documentaries that you can possibly watch out there. It's called Never Sleep Again. It's kind of like the same people that made the Camp Crystal Lake or the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. That is so good because you get to learn so much about this franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, that Never Sleep Again, isn't that, how long is that one? Isn't that something crazy?
That's like 5 hours, that one.
Wow. Yeah. You're gonna have to clear out your schedule for that one.
Oh, hey, when I saw the Friday the 13th one of Crystal Lake Memories for the first time, it's like 7.5 hours. I did not budge one time in that 7.5 hours. I didn't go to the bathroom. I didn't eat. I didn't get up. I watched it because I was so like, this is awesome. This is how like documentaries are supposed to be made. If you cannot do the Rob Zombie documentaries, because Rob Zombie to me is the king of movie documentaries.
Yeah, that Halloween documentary, we really need that Rob Zombie Halloween 2 one, but I don't think we're ever going to get it.
No matter what.
And here we've got Lynn Shay, a relatively young Lynn Shay here, who we all know from
Lynn Shay more of Insidious or Kingpin.
Yeah. And then she's in There's Something About Mary.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. Is she in that one?
Yeah, she plays the neighbor, like the overly tanned neighbor.
Oh my God. Is the one where like
you see her like dried up titties?
Movie, it's like oh my God.
She like lets the dog lick her all over her face. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy, dude. Sorry, it's just like it's hard to like. Brad ruined it for me when he made me watch Kingpin for the first time, and there's this certain scene with Lin Shaye doing a certain gesture, kind of just hurts my image of Lin Shaye.
Oh yeah, no, she's hilarious, man.
I know
she's really good.
An angel. Oh God, what a great visual this is.
Yeah, this is creepy. Unfortunately, Never Sleep Again and Crystal Lake Memories are out of print. Bummer. Are those? I mean, they have those on the as special features, right? I think all the Crystal Lake Memories are. I think they're all like spliced up on that Friday the 13th box set.
I can check on that real quick because I always have it near me because it's my favorite franchise.
There you go.
Just got a lot of horror stuff I gotta move around.
Jay asks if we think that the drinking was done to show how the parents cope with everything. I think so. I think with Nancy's mom, it is. Yeah. I mean, as we move on through the franchise, we get less and less connected to the original Elm Street kids, you know? But yeah, with Nancy's mom, yeah, she's got problems.
Screw your past. Actually, I don't think Crystal Lake Memories is a part of the box set.
Okay.
Which, yeah, but where I found it originally, everything was on Shudder. Is it still on Shudder? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if you all can find a chance to watch it or even buy it on Amazon, I highly suggest you do it.
Is she in Dumb and Dumber? Is Lin Shaye in Dumb and Dumber?
Is she? Well, I'll have to ask Brad. That's Brad's all-time favorite comedy movie right there. He'll know in a split second.
Is she one of the women at the beginning that has one of the poodles or something when he's dropping off the dogs and they're all covered in like ketchup and mustard and stuff? I'm trying to think. I'm like, that's the only thing I could think of there.
Let's see here. I'm typing it up real quick. Yep, she was in Dumb and Dumber as one as can I even begin to pronounce the last name? And of course, as I pull up the picture, I see the damn thing with Lin Shaye and Kingpin with that particular signal. God, I can never get away with that. Oh man. Yeah, you gotta just think if you're Nancy here, like, okay, why does my school has this whole setup in the basement?
Yeah. Freddy is so gross in this one. Like just all the little pieces of flaps of skin and everything like that. And you know, he is like, I do think he's got like a comedic edge to him in this film, but it's much more
sadistic.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he's joking for his amusement, not for the audience's amusement, which is kind of what it becomes later, you know?
Unfortunately, like it gets a little bit too comedic. That's why I kind of stopped almost after 3.
I mean, I even think like Dream Warriors is a total classic, but we're already there on total jokey Freddy, you know, like MTV jokey Freddy is in full bore.
Sorry, I had to shriek every time he gets those freaking his freaking claws on that metal and all that.
Yeah,
like it always bothers me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Come to Freddy.
Freddy, no, the movie is not on Discord, so I don't have the bandwidth to do both, to do YouTube and Discord. But sometimes, Freddy Krueger, sometimes we do watch movies over on the Discord and we just do it over there. So, you know, for example, I have a super chat goal set right now. And if we meet that goal, when we're done here, I'll go on over to the Discord and we'll watch a movie over on Discord. And then that you can see and hear everything. And it's great over there.
Speaking of which, what do you got? Let's see here. Nice.
New Nightmare is pretty good. More serious Freddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, because it's like the entity behind Freddy, you know. Erica is not lying. And sometimes, you know, Erica just will get a wild hair up in her and she'll be like, you know what? I'm going to put on a movie tonight. and then she ends up putting on another movie. So we have a lot of wild nights there on the Discord, kicking it with each other.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. Freddy Krueger. I'm reading the chat because, again, I know you're in such a Halloween 6 mood. So,
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger says, can I make a suggestion for the movie Halloween 6? Good idea, Davey.
Yeah, so I've just watched that a couple times this last week. And then I'm going to be watching it with Matt Facci over on Facci Cinema. That's going to be on Tuesday, the 14th.
Oh,
so we're going to do a watch party over there. But yeah, I mean, we can do a Curse of Michael Myers watch party over on the Discord sometime soon. I really like Curse. It keeps on climbing up my list.
That's like the one I've watched the least amount of times. That I need to watch more, just because, again, of the respect that a lot of people have for it.
Dude, the producer's cut. If you haven't watched it,
oh, I've seen both. I've seen technically, I've seen all 3 cuts. And if y'all cares what the third one I'm talking about, it's the legendary Drum Dums cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch Lee's cut because I'm curious to know what it does with the editing and the music, because I'm like, maybe I need to do my own damn cut. But yeah, producer's cut for me all day. Much more Dr. Loomis and all that good stuff.
I actually, if you remind me, I'll actually look on my old Gmails to see if I still have the link.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Slasher Fred says Wes Craven had produced the remake of Carnival of Souls. I did not know that, Slasher Fred. Who directed that? When did that come out? How did I miss a remake of Carnival of Souls? Is this like way back, way like 30 years ago? Nice. So now they're all starting to kind of connect the dots here. You know, on what's going on.
Exactly. Like, why does he look like Michael Jackson? He's got the jacket.
This guy?
The hair. Yeah, literally. He literally looks like either one, the Fonz brothers or Michael Jackson, or a little bit of combination of both.
That is hilarious.
I just need a little hee-hoo. There we go. Yeah, I was like, I could ruin Nightmare on Elm Street too sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, but
yeah,
I've always been curious about this shot because, like, this is iconic right here.
Mm-hmm.
And even what's funny, if you're people are subscribed to Good Will Hunting, if you look back at our old skit library, we did the skit for all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and we actually paid a little homage to this bathtub scene, and that was very interesting to film for a skit.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. I mean, this shot, like, I get it. Like, I can, the shot when she gets pulled under and you're like looking up, I'm like, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of an homage to, have you ever seen the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I feel like that scene kind of is like a little small homage just because of those underwater shots and everything, and they just look so beautiful.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because we've mentioned the remake a couple times. The odd thing about the remake is it tries to sort of be its own thing, and then it also like completely replicates scenes from this movie, like this scene. Where it just like, so are you your own thing or are you a remake?
See, again,
it all get a little side boob there.
Hey, freaking Heather Landing Cam side boob? Who's complaining?
I mean, this is the definition of like girl next door, final girl, right? There's something about Heather Langenkamp where it's like, she's pretty, but she doesn't have like this, angular, like hot model kind of look. You know what I mean? Like to me, she is like the apex of like girl next door. I guess Jamie Lee kind of has it too.
I just love how she's like, she just out there just screaming Bloody Mary, and then once her mom gets the door open, she's like, "No, Mom, I'm okay." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You just gave me a heart attack for no reason. Like, what's wrong?
Well, she's the typical teenager, Brett. She's like, "Gah, I'm totally fine, Mom. You smell
Get
like
off my
booze.
back.
You reek
Yeah,
like
so-
vodka."
So go back to your Grey Goose since you left it more than Dad.
Oracle 684, what's happening? Says, what's going on, everybody? It's kind of ironic, but I'm watching Friday the 13th, the final chapter. So we're watching films from 1984 tonight. Yes, we are. Good old 1984. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Leave it up to Brett to bring up a Michael Jackson reference while watching A Nightmare on Elm Street. Never change. And there's Nancy watching one of the greatest films of all time, The Evil Dead, from 1981.
I only shot an hour from where I live, so I could just go
Evil Dead?
up there and see the cabin that used to be there. Which I got a tip on how to do it, like how to step onto the property, but I am just too much of a scaredy cat to do it.
Is it private property?
It is officially private property ever since the cabin burned down, and so they're just really skeptical. But I heard
you don't want to do that.
If you're really nice to the property manager, and one person taught me how to do it, she'll let you on the property for like 5 or 10 minutes just to get a picture.
Oh, okay. That's what, Morristown,
Tennessee. So about an hour from where I am, which I'm not going to tell you all where I am. Y'all could just guess and find out.
So
and just
you're within an hour of Morristown, so you can build your radius and you can find Brett, man, guys. You can find
I could just see someone in the chat right now. Okay, if he's right here, we're just going to draw a circle. Kind of like from Always, what's that show called on FX?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's just like that
Pepe
guy.
Sylvia. Every piece of mail, Pepe Sylvia. So I'm looking around for Pepe Sylvia. There's no Pepe Sylvia.
That's great. Oh, Davey, I know I'm supposed to technically be a guest, but I'm also a mod on your channel, so I just got to do mod duties. Erica sent you a $5 super chat.
I do see that. I wanted to make, but while we're talking, just really quick, Glenn. We find out that Glenn has been dreaming about this guy, but he's trying to play it cool right here. He is trying to play it cool. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Erica, one of our lovely channel members and Death Squad mods, sent in a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Erica. And she says, I'll start this off to see if it becomes contagious. Yes, it only takes one to really get it going. Only 4 more to go. I believe in us, and I know we can hit it. Let's hit it and quit it. There you go. Thank you so much, Erica. Yes, guys, if we reach that goal, and again, super chats, it's just a bonus thing. It's certainly not a requirement. I love hanging out with you guys regardless. But if we reach that goal, we'll have a little extra fun on top of the fun we're already having. How about that?
And I've was a part of the Discord one for where we did the Evil Dead from 2013.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot of fun, and I've been meaning to come back to it. It's just for me, for some reason, Discord is just a hidden lost app of mine, and I just need to add it to the front screen of it so I do not miss another live watch party. They're
pretty fun. We are, I will say this: we're a little dirtier in there. We have a lot of fun, and. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminds me, for the old people in the house, it reminds me of the old IRC days, where you're just hanging out in a chat room and just being, just terrible and saying whatever the hell you want. It's a lot of fun.
Glenn, what the hell are you doing in the bushes?
Yeah.
Fucking creepo. But,
hell yeah, Blu-ray. The original Evil Dead's still my favorite in the series. Love it. I mean, I love all of them.
Same.
We got my all-time favorite. Love for 2. Yeah, 2 was my favorite when I first got into it. Yeah.
I'm more of the serious Evil Dead, so the first one and the 4th one, and even Evil Dead Rise are my favorites in the franchise, because I just don't believe the Evil Dead should be comedic at all. That's just my opinion. I still have fun with them, but I just don't feel like Evil Dead. This is supposed to be a dead serious franchise, and that's what I treat it as.
Yeah, I think once Bruce is done, it's okay to let go of the comedy. He was really good at it, but I like it more serious. Yeah, I mean, I love the Ash versus Evil Dead show though. You
Oh,
know,
dude,
like,
that's so much fun. That's one of my few exceptions.
I mean, the first 3 Evil Dead movies, you have like horror, comedy, and then comedy horror. It's like a nice little change. Like, not many franchises do that where they purposely change the tone, you know. Slasher Fred says, if you guys ever watch the pilot episode of Freddy's Nightmares, No More Mr. Nice Guy, that it's a prequel. I have seen that episode. That's the only episode of the show I've seen. Slasher Fred, have you seen that one, Brett?
I don't think I've ever seen Freddy's Nightmares. I just know that's very hard to find on the internet or just like physical media. It's very hard to find. So I have not seen it, but I heard it's interesting and a must watch if you are a Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
Yeah. Yeah, the first episode they basically cover like the courtroom and what happens after, and yeah, they dive into all that.
Oh, I was like, where did Freddy go? Oh no, dang
dude, her in that bag.
That would be a great Halloween costume, by the way.
Yes, it would. Illuminated Pro wants to know, how do you know if you're depressed or if you just constantly want what you don't have?
See,
well, I think a lot of people want what they don't have, but I think you're depressed when you have a tough time doing the little things in life. Then maybe you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, and trust me, we always kind of like constantly just like what we want that we don't have. We do it every day, but it's just like we have to learn to appreciate what we have and make the most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, the marshmallow floor. Oh, did you?
Yeah, is that? I've always thought the same thing, Brett, where it's like marshmallow cream.
Well, it wasn't that. It was like when Freddy was like going his face through the window, it was just this god awful mask.
Well, he's wearing Tina's face. Is that what it's supposed to be?
Oh, okay. Oh, real quickly, this is a scene that scared me the first time I watched it. Right there.
Jumping through the window.
Oh, scared me bad, dude, because I was not expecting it. But yeah, I thought that was weird. But yeah, what you brought up to marshmallow and all that. There was a big like disputed battle between Wes Craven and one Mr. Shea about that scene, which is in the documentary.
Yeah, it's funny. They nail that. Like, that's how it feels when you are trying to run or trying to punch. Have you ever tried to punch in a dream? And it's like your arm is moving through like mud.
Yeah, in a way, just when you think about it, because I guess that way it's like because your arms and everything are underneath the blankets, so you can't just you got.
Or I've had dreams where I'm like trying to scream, and I can't. I'm like upset. Sorry, guys, I'm eating candy. We've reached that point of the stream. I'm having a Tootsie Roll.
I told you I'm craving nothing but candy since last night. Damn you. I'm on a low carb diet. I gotta stay strong. Yeah, way to go, Glenn. Way to go, a-hole.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, one job, dude.
Slasher Fred, you're right. There's a whole bunch of back and forth between Sam Raimi and Wes Craven. It's good stuff. I like it. I'll be drinking in my bedroom.
Yeah, you could just tell by her hairdo right there. She's just massively drinking right now.
She has just been fucked hair, but it's like, no. She's just been drinking.
Or she could be.
She could. Who do you think she's effing?
Solo Dolo? Just Solo Dolo.
She could just like be. You mean
probably having Thriller on in the background, and she just like that Michael Jackson. Just so.
Just turn that vibrator right on.
Oh man! Again, only in a Nightmare on Elm Street celebrating Raymond, we get to bring out Mrs. Thompson.
Vibrator jokes.
Yeah, vibrator jokes.
Like a dream demon strange, like that level of strange.
Yeah. Again, as an officer, it's just like, what do you expect? Because again, you want to
Yeah.
try to treat these kids, especially your own daughter, seriously. But at the same time, it's just in this whole world of realisticness. How
Mhm.
could you?
Yeah. I think I get it. At the beginning, it's like, okay, they have no reason to really think anything's going on. But all of the adults, they do know something about Freddy. Like they do
Mhm.
know that there was an injustice, or maybe not even just an injustice, but they do know that they took matters into their own hands here.
Mhm. And again, praise up to John Saxon. He has to face a killer that lives inside people's dreams and just some
Yeah.
maniac caller from inside the sorority house.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And it is heartbreaking. Like this death is extra heartbreaking because Glenn and Nancy go in there and they're like, we just want to see Rod. Like
Mm.
just give us enough, just listen to us enough to go see him. And they won't do it until it's too late. They argue, and then now this is the result, you know. So this is good heartbreaking and good like stakes building and good
Mhm.
tension too.
Right, and especially like we only get like a few minutes with this particular character, and we kind of like see the importance with the other characters of him. So that's why,
Mhm.
yeah, like this thing sucks just because we know our main characters that we care about are hurting after this death.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does just shift the whole game here.
Hmm.
And here we go. It's not, it's certainly not a Nightmare on Elm Street film without a
A
funeral scene.
funeral.
And in most Wes Craven movies, you're gonna see a funeral.
Oh, I'm trying to think here. Well, luckily, Scream has not tackled the funeral concept yet.
That's true. That's true. Those are safe.
But
Yeah.
no, but just now when you think about it, this movie, New Nightmare, um, Dream Warriors had one, or was it the fourth one? Dude, there's so
Um,
many of them, I don't even know. But oh, and of course the remake too.
yes. Yeah.
But that's not Wes Craven, thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah. Wes
If Wes
Craven's like,
Craven did
nah.
that remake, it would just be one of those like, okay, Wes Craven, we need a little bit of what we call an intervention. You need to quit
Yeah.
making movies because what the hell
He,
was that?
Wes Craven was too busy making a banger of a movie called Scream 4.
Hey, I like that movie, just mainly for one reason only, because of one Miss Kirby Reed.
It's my second favorite in the franchise.
Ooh, that's a big
And, and it
statement.
and it's like not even close. Like there's a big gap between number 2 and number 3, or between
Hmm.
Scream 4 and my third favorite, which is Scream 2.
Okay, Scream 2's slowly going down for me, just because the
Mhm.
middle act of that movie is just so incredibly slow. But the opening act and the third act are all great.
Yeah. Yeah, third act is super strong there. Yeah. Really quick, just because this stuff is important. We do talk
Of
about this
course.
stuff on the channel. Illuminated Pro, that's awesome that you're speaking to somebody. I'm currently going through therapy as well. And I mean, I would just say, be honest with them, and put in the work, the homework on the side. And that kind of stuff. Dealing with depression is something that's not going to go away quickly, but the therapist should be able to give you some tools to be able to
Mhm.
work through it. And just
Yeah.
like be kind to yourself, you know, practice self-love, not in the kind of sense, but actual self-love. And yeah, just go through your daily affirmations, and share your gratitude, and that's a way to like dig yourself out of that hole, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, and I don't have much expertise in that, but it's just like if I had to have some kind of mindset to it, yes, I love it. It's just be honest because they're there to help you. Not even like what you say, Davey. They're here to help you, but give you things where you yourself have to like fix it. But yeah, they're
Yeah.
there to help you at the end of the day. So, Davey, those were some excellent words. I couldn't say that better myself.
Yeah, and
And
I
it
mean,
takes
it's
a lot of
just,
bravery too.
yeah, it's, I don't know. I go through times in my life where I feel great, and I've gone through times in my life where it's pretty bad. And Yeah, I mean, there's no shame in feeling that way or wanting help.
Hey,
You
we're
know?
human. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
We are all human. We're none of us are perfect, but if we can just find the things that make us feel good or just we appreciate, that's why we got to hold on to and fight for that. Just like I'm sure you definitely say it all the time, Davey. Our horror community, we do a
Yeah.
lot of things for them too. Like they make us happy more than they feel like we make them happy.
Yeah, it's a two-way street, man.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in the last year of my life if it wasn't for this group. So yeah. So Freddie, just so we are currently watching the movie. So there's the stopwatch up there. So we're just not able to show the movie on the screen on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it. So there it is. Brett's looking up at it. We're watching the movie right now. It is available on HBO Max. If you don't, I'm sure you have a copy because you're Freddy Krueger. But if you
I'll
want to
send
pop
you
in
a
a copy, yeah, pop in a copy or pull up a digital copy if you have one, and that's where we are. Nancy is at the sleep hospital. We have Charles Fleischer playing the sleep doctor, and people like me know Charles Fleischer as Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
Which is such a cool connection between this movie and Robert Zemeckis's Roger Rabbit, which is one of my favorite movies from my childhood. But how did that fuck you up the first time you learned that bit of information, Brett?
I'll be honest with you, and this is going to probably lose me a lot of brownie points. I've never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit in its entirety.
But you know about it, and you know that he played Roger, and there he is here.
I'll be honest
here
with you.
before.
Today was the first day I learned that. So
Oh shit!
it goes along with the same thing I've always say about what makes movies great. You learn something new about your movies every single time you watch them.
Yeah.
Like you notice something different, or Davey gives me a fun fact. Nancy just pulls a magical hat out of her ass. Like
yes. And she's got her rogue hair now. She's got her gray streak.
Dude, and it looks great. If I'm just me, like now, if I see a high school girl like that, like back in the day, I'm like, hey, can I get your number?
To quote Frank from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I'm all swole up over here. Yeah. But yeah, so Charles Fleischer, when they made Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he insisted on dressing up in the costume. And he would perform on the rehearsals because then they had to pull him out, pull the actor out, and they had to act to nothing, right? So he insisted on dressing up as Roger Rabbit because he was the voice of the character.
Oh, that's
weird guy.
That's
weird guy, but kind of cool. I like it.
I'm not sure how you can dress up as a CGI or an animated rabbit, but I appreciate the effort. But oh man. I will say this particular scene right here, if I were a parent, this would I feel like every adult should be pissed off at Nancy at what she's about to do. And I'll let you know exactly when it comes up, but it's coming.
Yeah, mom is just so she's unemployed. So John Saxon dad is paying for this woman's life, clearly, right? Because she's just always in pajamas and drinking.
Hey, I'll just say that that's the life back in the day.
Hey, I'm not saying I wouldn't complain if I were married to somebody that made good enough money. Although I guess they're not married anymore, so I guess that's a little bit of a different thing. He's just paying alimony. What's happening, horror queen? Welcome on in. I think this is your first time, so I know I'm a little bit behind on the chats. I'll try to catch up here, but welcome on in. You're kicking it with the Death Squad. We are watching A Nightmare on Elm Street, so if you want to join us, that is the timestamp that we're at right now. And maybe I'll just fly all the way to the bottom of the chat here.
Nancy just got bitch slapped.
Yeah. You could hit your kids in the 80s. It was,
so it was totally okay. It's like the 80s, you could just hit your kids. The 90s, you get the thing called the stick. And then 2000s is like 50-50. And then now this generation apparently just doesn't do jack shit for their kids.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Right here.
Screw sleep.
right there, that would piss me off as an adult. Like,
What,
like
getting the hat thrown at you?
No, child, I paid $50 for that booze of alcohol, and you just wasted it.
$50? That's got to be the nicest bottle of vodka ever.
Hey, I always drink the good shit.
Well, judging by the mom's amount of drinking, she probably gets the worst shit.
Oh, she gets Smirnoff. Let's not kid
ourselves. She gets like the one below. She's like, whatever.
She wishes she could afford Grey Goose.
And here is this In-N-Out Burger that they've got? I mean, I know it's supposed to be Ohio, but clearly they're in Los Angeles here.
Dude, don't you miss the days where like just this whole setup, like what they're eating out of? That's the best burger and fries you will ever have.
Don't you miss the days when you could just eat your burger out of your styrofoam container and then throw it right in the water?
Which I'm sure definitely put past Glenn.
I'll let the future worry about that one. There we are. Throw it in the water.
And then here we are. Damn it, past Glenn.
Yeah, mom has an easy life. I mean, she's got some guilt about, killing Freddy. It seems like maybe she played a larger role in it because, man, she really is wearing the guilt hard. But yeah, welcome on in, Horror Queen. We go on this channel here. We go live like 3 or 4 times a week. We have a lot of fun. We cover horror news. We do these watch parties, topical discussions, and then we've got guests on as well. My buddy Brett is guesting here tonight, and he has got a channel called Good Real Hunting. And a second channel called Chills and Thrills.
Yeah. And also just because I've been a big fan of Davey's tearing list where he gets the audience to interact. Yeah. Those streams are a lot of fun. And you did a great job the other day with Halloween. Even though
thanks, man.
Still a little butthurt about that placement of Raw Zombies Halloween 2. But I'll try to forgive. Well, I'll try to forgive.
I think the cool thing about those is I don't take part. I just let you guys decide where the movies end up. So it's fun to have that interaction. And yeah, there's something about the Halloween one felt really good. So I'm glad you dug it.
As long as you definitely don't share it on TikTok, because apparently Matt Fauci shares some of his rankings on Halloween and he is getting an ass chewing on his comment section.
Maybe I need to do that because no one gives a shit about any of my TikTok videos. Like I get no traction on TikTok. TikTok and Twitter, nothing happens.
Well, they screwed us lately with it because you're only allowed 5 hashtags. And I was like, well, that's like 5 is not enough, buddy. Like, come on.
Here, I'll bring this one up by shot. No, 5 hashtags, fucking weak.
Damn it. I was about to say, it's like no cussing. I was like, well, damn, I fucked up. All right, here we are. We get to learn that the parents killed a child murderer.
Thank you, Horror Queen. Yeah, this is the moment where Nancy's mom is like, I'm liquored up enough to finally tell you the truth.
I got my stages. 1, just to cope with everyday life. The second one, to hit my child. Stage 3, tell the truth and actually be a good mother.
Yeah. So this really does make it like I can't remember who it was, did like a theory video on this just recently about Nancy's mother's like, deeper involvement in what happened here, because it is, I mean, she's got the glove in their furnace. Like that does say something there, right? Like out of all the parents that went and chased down Freddy and burned him up, like Mrs. Thompson or the former Mrs. Thompson ended up with this glove. So was it a vodka Molotov cocktail that she threw in there to burn him up? What are the odds, folks? What are the odds?
Or honestly, like this is like I'm being serious here. I know I made a lot of jokes about Mrs. Thompson here, but honestly, though, like this whole ordeal probably created her alcohol abuse, though, just because like what this man did affected a whole town and really a whole street. It's just you can't even imagine that. Like going through something so dark and so evil, it probably makes you want to start drinking too. Uh-oh, there's the number 10 jersey from Scream from 1996 that Tatum wears.
That's the one. I see it pop up all over the place now. It's like a thing in horror.
Oh man, I need to buy. That would be the next great TikTok item to sell. Is that particular jersey right there with the cutoff and everything?
Yeah. I love, I've found like when I watch movies with subtitles, I pick up on so much more.
Dude, literally,
Than when I don't.
like I did that like over on vacation with Austin Powers. For the longest time, I thought Mustafa said, "You shot me right in the eye," but it says, "You shot me right in the arm." It's all because of subtitles.
Oh,
And I've been
yeah.
watching Austin Powers for over 20 years, so I've just never
Yeah.
noticed that till then. So yeah,
You
subtitles are
shot me.
actually moving on. You shot me right
Yeah.
in the arm. Why would you do that? Played by the great Will Ferrell, but well, it depends. A lot of people don't like Will Ferrell. Most people.
When he's like, "I broke my leg. It smells of almonds,"
Which is not good.
Which is that's just one of the funniest lines.
Oh man, you just know they're just getting high and just thinking of the greatest things like to write. Like, oh
Yeah.
hey, the Alan Parsons Project. Let's just name this whole. Uh-oh. Is Glenn going to make it, or will he fall? Oh, here we go. Don't fall asleep.
All right, I'm getting another poll going. Guys, so we had a poll at the beginning of the stream here. The question was, what makes Freddy Krueger the ultimate slasher icon? And we had 28 votes. Thank you so much to everyone who voted. So the number one answer, or the number one, the winner here is his dream-based kills, which got 43%. No surprise there. His twisted sense of humor, 21%. And tied for third, his burned look and glove and the psychological horror. Ooh. And then I'm dropping a fresh one in there for you guys to vote on. Which Elm Street sequel deserves a rewatch next? Dream Warriors, The Dream Master, New Nightmare, or Freddy versus Jason?
Oh, damn it. I was going to say, I already know exactly what I'm going to vote on it, and you mentioned the last one, and now I gotta let that marinate for a little bit, because it's either Dream Warriors or Freddy versus Jason.
Okay. Horror Queen says it takes a real man to wear a belly shirt. And then I don't know, that's kind of like a cute, because the shirt is in Scream, and then also that line reminds me of, it takes a real man to wear a belly shirt.
What, like, when did we see Jamie Lee's breast? Like,
yeah, Stu's not a horror movie fan. Clearly, he doesn't know dick about horror movies. In that,
well, you know what his deal was, right?
He's just a follower of Billy.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, he's just Billy's lackey. You got to have a lackey.
Always.
What's her face? Jill Roberts has a lackey. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everybody has a lackey because everybody's a suspect.
Good dick to you as well, Chris Snyder. You remember that one, Brett? The good dick thing? That's from the Davey Deathray, or the Death Squad chat.
Oh my god, I need to revisit that chat again. Like, that Discord chat got away from me. I need to get back on it, to turn on notifications.
Yeah. Instead of saying good day, good dick.
Good dick.
How you doing? Good dick, everybody.
Okay, the documentary said something about this, with the coffee pot underneath. It's like somebody like Wes Craven got that from somewhere. God, I need to find that documentary again and just watch it. I've lost a lot of my knowledge. It? Yeah, just something.
Hey, bareback. Oh, she's got those back dimples. Oh, dude, I know. Every time I'm just going to turn into a total degenerate. Yes, I am a typical man.
It's like we were going to just do Beavis and Bud right here. You just went.
Look at her back.
Back.
Hey, Hey, Beavis.
We're
Yeah.
so immature.
Yeah,
But we
it's
love
not
you
as bad
guys.
it's not as bad as in Curse of Michael Myers though, when the one guy's like, oh, I think it's cool. It's like the worst imitation of Butthead ever. Dude, what is with people used to look so old? Look at Glenn's parents. They're probably like, I'm probably older than these actors. Like, I'm 43. These actors are probably younger than that in this movie.
Ah, dude, I don't
And
know
people
where
just
all
looked
that went.
they used to look older. I swear it was like they're smoking cigarettes. They're always hanging out at like bowling alleys with cigarette smoke everywhere. They're drinking all the time. It's wild.
But dude, like, it's like I went back to my dad's old yearbook. He had like a mustache and everything, and he legitimately looked 30. I'm like, how did they
Yeah.
do it back in the day?
Dude, Otis Redding died when he was like 27 years old. So if you look at any pictures of Otis Redding, he's at oldest 27. Go look at Otis Redding and you'll be like, what? That's a kid in his 20s?
And real
And
quick,
she's
again,
got
you know
bottles
you're
everywhere.
alcoholic. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
dude. I wonder if that is kind of a nod from Black Christmas of 1974, where the freaking sorority mother had the freaking
Yeah.
whiskey in all these weird places.
That's just the thing. That's a total thing with alcoholics, right? You just hide it in different. I've heard of the tank of the toilet. Like I've heard of people that have actually done that in real life.
That's crazy. Like, wouldn't that taste like toilet water? Or like,
well, no, because I think it's just regular water, but it is like, I mean, it's troubling you to be hiding that stuff.
hey, you gotta
I
do
don't
what
know.
you gotta do.
I mean, I'm happy to not be drinking and all that stuff now. I never like, had bottles hidden in secret places. I was like, well, if I'm gonna want to drink, it's gonna be right in the bar, and I'm gonna have to own my problem.
There you go, and just spend money on it. Oh, look at the
Yeah.
classic cold shoulder right there, just putting the phone off the line.
That was all you had to do back in the day. That was like blocking somebody, that was all. That was it. There was nothing
so
else.
for the young people, that's how we blocked people back in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah. Horror Queen says Johnny Depp's death scene is epic, getting sucked into the bed. Yes. Tina's death was my favorite, though. Yeah, I mean, Tina's death is really impactful. At the beginning of this movie, you don't really know who the final girl is going to be. You think it could be Tina. She's the first person that we see in the movie. So I think a Nightmare on Elm Street
person.
Yeah, and the movie does it's cool. It doesn't kill her in that very first scene, so you think maybe this is the person we're gonna follow. There's a good amount of tease with it.
And we just got that telephone. Freddy is on the loose. If it were gonna get again one of the other hundreds of classic Freddy Krueger lines right here and I wish and I bet a lot of people in the horror community can say this to Nancy. I'll just let Freddy say it himself because he can say it a lot better than I can.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so good, though. Just Freddy's just fucking with her.
So Freddy Krueger, if you guys want to watch another one of these Nightmare on Elm Street movies, we totally can. If we reach that super chat goal, we'll watch whatever wins the poll. How about that? Yeah, everyone did look older back then. I'm 42 and I think I look younger than the parents in this. Yeah. No, I feel the same way. We're right about the same age, Horror Queen, and it's like, yeah, I just think maybe people are just living healthier, now. Or I don't know. I think it is the smoking and smoking all over the place. Definitely, it must have aged people in decades past. I mean, when I was a kid, you could still smoke on planes and like in restaurants and stuff like that.
Not anymore, but
no.
Oh, here you go, dude. And it's like what you mentioned earlier, just the way they designed the room with the rotating room. Genius.
This is what happens when you eat too many Takis, people. This is what happens.
Or you drank too much Kool-Aid, the red Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Bleh. Or
Oh my
better yet,
goodness.
if you thought Nightmare on Elm Street 4 had this classic line, this one did it first. How about that for a wet dream?
Yeah.
I just love how the ambulance is there and it's like they're gonna go get it. I was like, what the hell are they gonna do?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, clearly they don't know. You're bringing in a stretcher for what? You know. Well, there you go. Erica is down for Freddy versus Jason.
That would be epic as hell if you all did that one. So better get those super chats up. There's still time.
She said we'll do it, but you got to hit that super chat goal. And guys, you know, the reason why not much is like, it's not even a paywall. I don't even want to use that phrase, but when we do the movies over on Discord, the reason why I like to do it, get it from the super chat goal, is it incentivizes people to join that Discord. But also I think one of the big things is, since I'm not over here on YouTube, doing something that could, benefit the channel and all that stuff, and I'm over there on Discord, just to be able to get a little something for that.
Yeah, and that's also another thing too, is just to do something different on a different platform. So it's just like you're feeling exclusive over there.
Yeah. So Slasher Fred had mentioned earlier that cop that was just standing with John Saxon, that is the chief of police or whatever in the original Scream.
Oh, really? Dude, no shit. I need to rewind it. Like, after, of course, we're done watching, I need to go back and see that, because I did not notice that.
Yeah. And this is just, 12 years before? It's funny, it looks like years. It's so much older than Scream, but really, it's just 12 years younger than Scream.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. We do need the Pumpkin King to show up. Where is the Pumpkin King?
Jack the Pumpkin King. God, I watch that movie twice a year.
Yes, Illuminated Pro. Fletch is my that's my favorite comedy, I think. I mean, I watch Fletch 3 times a year. It's so good. Have you ever seen that movie?
Sorry, I just finally saw what you were talking about. Holy shit,
that's the guy, right? That's the guy.
That's the guy. Sorry. So back to your question real quick. Sorry.
Have you seen Fletch?
I don't think I've ever heard of Fletch before.
With Chevy Chase?
I've heard Chevy Chase, but I don't think I've ever heard of that movie.
It's so funny. Oh my God, it's so good.
Well, it's going on to the watch list, because now I gotta fortunately kind of dig at the part where Nancy reads a book and all of a sudden she's an expert at booby traps.
She's like an expert chemist. She's like, I can make this light bulb a bomb now because I read a couple paragraphs.
Let's see here.
So if they remade it now, people would just hop on YouTube and find out how to do all this stuff.
Oh my gosh! If they ever remake Nightmare on Elm Street, if they try to replicate this thing, just have the Nancy Thompson just watch a YouTube clip, or it'd just be like Davey, or you could be you. Davey,
he learns it all on TikTok.
This is how you could turn a light bulb into a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
are you having problems with? Do you have dream demon problems? Well, I'm Davey Deathray, and I'll help you solve your dream demon problems.
Rule number 1, don't fall asleep. Rule number 2, don't fall asleep.
That whole thing with the sledgehammer, it's like, how is she sure that this thing isn't going to fly down and crack her in the ribs when she's doing that?
Or the freaking Bob checks on her. Hey, Nancy, are you?
Exactly. Dead for sure.
But that's probably why Nancy puts her to sleep and makes sure it's like, here, instead of a warm glass of milk, here's just another sip. Come on, drink your juice.
Take your medicine.
I'll say this: take your medicine. But yeah, the whole sledgehammer thing again is just another nod, or just something that a little movie called You're Next took inspiration from. Is where Aaron was setting up that particular trap, even though hers was axe. Is what she used, but of course Nancy did a sledgehammer, which hurts like hell too.
Yeah, You're Next is fun. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I gotta give it another watch.
I was going to say, if you do that on Discord, I will be there immediately. Love
I
that
know I
movie.
liked it. I like it a lot more than, Ready or Not has similar elements. I prefer way more You're Next.
And I appreciate you saying that, but I will say, it's amazing, just your hate for Radio Silence, which I
It's not
totally
even
get
hate.
it. Which I totally get it. Like I get it. Like if I put my other foot in somebody else's shoe, I totally understand.
Yeah, Radio Silence just hasn't they haven't impressed me. Like their movies aren't bad, but they also haven't impressed me. There's not one of their movies I've seen where I'm like, good God damn, that was excellent.
I'll see your Ready or Not did that with me. And then of course I thought Abigail was really strong. And then when I heard they were doing Scream, I'm like, I'll give them a chance. And I thought they did a pretty decent job, but I think in the future, if we can get somebody else, maybe it'll be better.
Yeah.
Even though Scream 6, really loved that one, except for the third act. Which I'm sure you'll get more into that one when you do your Tearing Street. I think you're doing that one next week.
Yeah, that's next Wednesday. Yeah, Scream 6. Whew.
Ooh, you're going to have fun with that. But
Horror Queen, it's good. If you haven't seen it, it's good stuff.
Horror Queen is top 3 personal favorite horror movies of all time with me. Because mainly, without saying anything, greatest final girl ever, in my opinion.
Her, oh my God, dude. Her bangs, her hair. Oh, she's so hot. I love her bangs there. I love that look. Yeah.
I got her right there.
There's a little bit of that 70s kind of shag kind of haircut thing going on.
Sharni, if you ever come back to the United States, I'm there, girl.
Yeah, Abigail's fun. Erica loved it. I wanted to. I was like the one guy at the press screening that I was like, everyone was having a good time, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm an asshole.
You should have been like that SpongeBob guy, like, oh brother, this movie stinks.
Oh yeah.
Just say that, or that's what you should do. Just in the very back, you just know if it's like The Strangers Chapter 2. Just in the very back of the theater, just at some point. Oh brother.
Yeah.
And then just leave after that because it will not go well for you. But
it was like you know what it is too. Like Dan Stevens kind of bugs me.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. I don't
like The Guest.
No, I've heard that's great.
It's probably one of his best movies he's ever done because it has Nika Monroe in it.
Oh, okay. She must have been pretty young there, huh?
Yeah, this was like It Follows was like the jump start. The Guest did another impressive just and they're like building that thing of like, all right, this girl's really damn good. And then of course that's where she's at now because of those two movies. And for some reason, people want to say The Guest is better than You're Next. In my opinion, they're wrong.
They seem like two totally different movies. Like, tough to compare.
Some similarities, just like a little bit of similarity, but it's like Ready or Not and You're Next have like the ultimate battle between who's the best between the two. And most people will say Ready or Not. I don't blame them for that, but just at the time of my horror movie watching, what Erin does in that movie as a final girl, it's something different and something I've been craving because I was watching those Friday the 13th. Like, is this what final girls are actually about? Except for Jenny, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah,
but Erin fixed it.
She's good. Yeah, she's great. I think with Radio Silence, like their humor does not like my sensibilities when it comes to humor and their sensibilities just do not match.
Oh, not even in Abigail where Catherine Newton just is like, I got the garlic. Or those are fucking onions. Like
yeah, I like Kevin Durand. I like his character. Like that works for me. Yeah, the other stuff, I don't know. I'm just gonna be a dick about Radio Silence.
The second Austin Powers movie, I realized that Mr. Kevin Durand was in that movie as the henchman that threw the knife.
Oh, shit.
And the girl keeps on telling him, goes, use the bazooka. And the guy shoots the bazooka. That's Kevin Durand.
Wow,
never
that's
knew.
wild. And then he got to be in the new Naked Gun as well.
Dude, that's crazy. And he was really good, especially spying on Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. That scene was hilarious.
And I really liked him in what Clown in a Cornfield. Even though I didn't love the movie, I thought he was really good there.
Oh, he was good. And of course his voiceover for Planet of the Apes too.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, he played the ape that goes like, "What a wonderful day."
Which Planet of the Apes movie? There's
It's
so
the
many of them.
newest one that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It goes, "What a wonderful day."
Okay.
That was Kevin Durant.
Okay. I dig him. I like him. We got Amanda Mendoza jumping in to say hi. How are you doing, Amanda? One of our great channel members. Hope you're having a great evening. I never said I didn't like it. Don't put words in my mouth.
Just not impressed.
I wasn't in love. Yeah, it was well made. Radio silence just kind of right over my head. I don't know what it is.
I'll just do a Ron Burgundy for you there, Davey. Don't pretend you're not impressed. All right, here we go. Third act time. We were just waiting for Freddy Krueger to get back on the screen.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Nice jump.
Damn it.
Damn it. Dude, I just realized that too. Just damn it.
Yeah.
Erica, wash your mouth with soap. Dirty.
Bring it on, girl. Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, I was like, I'll show you what they call me, Big Daddy D.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So did Nancy's plan work?
Uh-huh. We're bringing the dirtiness from the Discord over here to this Raymond Mallaber birthday stream, you guys. I love it. I love it.
Raymond, we love you. Sorry to make your stream dirty.
Well, and so here she thinks, yeah, I'm crazy after. So she thinks she's out of it, and then boom, there it is. Like, you got to smash that shit in his head. He leans right into it. So
yeah, it's like, all right, I'm just going to take this just to show how much of a badass I am. And how does this not like crack a rib or anything like that? I just don't know. It must be the extra padding of Freddy, just because he knows later on that he's going to get catch on fire.
Yes, exactly. He's looking a little more rotund.
Yeah, that's like all we gotta do is we should just make King Hodder to fire a special effects guy to take that, to take it.
Is this the only one where they call him Fred Krueger? Because Nancy usually just calls him Fred Krueger, right? I don't know. Maybe the chat can let us know.
I want to say yes.
We all know him as Freddy, right? But then because that's how he's known in all the other movies. But then when you go back and you watch this original one, you're like, Nancy is like, Fred Krueger, Mom. Oh, damn. So wait, he fell down because he got surprised?
Or he was just in so much pain. He was just in so much pain. Yeah, maybe you should go get the... I just love Hazel. I better go get the lieutenant. As soon as he turns around, bam, Freddy's at the window. If he only just stayed at that window for a couple more seconds, he'd be like, oh, shit.
And then in this moment, when they're running around the stairs chasing each other, you can play like the Benny Hill music.
You should do that as a YouTube short with that editing.
All right. Appreciate the tip. Man.
Again, just that fickle, again, back in the 80s, you have to wear that much clothing and make sure you don't get burned. It's like, honey, what the hell you doing? Burning my house and shit. Yeah, and you gotta also think too, like, did the dad approve of these handlebars and everything that his wife put in place?
Well, I mean, he's not. They're divorced, right? It seems to be pretty clear the parents aren't together. Is
Oh,
that
I
right?
thought they kind of were still together, but
Or
it kind of
maybe they're
makes sense
still.
now because he's never been in the house.
It doesn't seem like he lives there, so maybe they are still technically married, but they're separated or something.
Or
Um,
just a rough
but
patch.
yeah, it's a crazy move to like the mom locks the door in a way that the kid can't get out. Like that's just unsafe. I mean, especially now because the house is going to catch fire.
And you're
So
like, well, mom, how are you going to get out? I'm
yeah,
all good, baby. I got my
yeah,
bottle. I'm all good.
she's having a good old time with Freddy there.
Ooh, that thing's
She's
hot.
all. Freddy Krueger says, Davey and Brett, search up the Blade and Sorcery FVJ mod. Is Blade and Sorcery a video game? Do you know about this, Brett?
I have no clue. First time I'm
I don't
hearing
know what
about
that
this.
is. Teaser for Michael Myers' new mod. I am so Freddy. I am so out of it when it comes to like if it's a game. I'm so out of the loop. I'm still playing Castlevania from 1986 or whatever. So
Oh, hell yeah. The classics never go out of style.
that's true.
You know, maybe, honey. Maybe.
Let me hold you tight, girl. Some weird shit's about to happen here.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'll leave the rest of this shitty 5 minutes of the movie to you, Heather Laney Camp. Best of luck. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
So at what point do you think the movie starts to teeter and lose it here, Brett?
Right after Nancy opens the door, after she beats Freddy Krueger.
Gotcha. So you're just talking about the addendum, just the very, very end of the movie. Okay.
Yeah, because as we all famously know, it was done by 3 people's ideas combined together in like a 2-minute span. You know that is a disaster. Just kind of like having like 5 writers for Halloween Kills and Ends. Total disaster.
I like kills and ends.
I'm starting to appreciate kills more, but ends I don't think I can ever come around.
Fair enough. And Freddy's all steamy.
Oh, dude, that was so cool.
Okay, so now she's calling him Freddy. He looks really like I love the lighting
Scary.
right there. There are some great shots of Freddy in this movie, and you just never really see him this obscured ever again.
I thought 2 did a good job because like he had a lot of good scary and good cinematography moments. But yeah, once it's the third one, it's kind of like, we kind of lost the serious Freddy.
Yeah, and he's just in the light.
A lot. And we need to bring that back. Put our horror feelings into the darkness.
Yeah.
Makes them scarier.
You're shit. Bitch, you hurt my feelings. That is kind of odd too, that he just sparkles through and fall. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like she's sending him back into the dream world just because she's no longer afraid. And like Freddy versus Jason kind of gave intel, Freddy's power comes from fear. Once she's no longer afraid, he has no power. He's gone.
Yeah. But she does she looks back in sort of disbelief. So I'm just sort of like, if she still kind of believes, then he could still be there.
And then the third movie, we screwed it all up with Nancy in that, and what happens in that one. But
yeah. So yeah, I mean, clearly here, Wes didn't want to leave it open for anything. Bob Shea was like, well, I could make money. So you understand my conundrum here.
Yeah, because the first ending is supposed to be them just dropping off happily ever after. The second one is this right here, them getting trapped in the car and driving off a van. Unfortunately, we get the third one, which Fernando does not like to speak of his cameo in this movie, of the blow-up doll.
Yeah. It's a weird effect here, getting ripped through.
Oh, just the decision making. Like, it's just like, hey, I got an idea.
That is so goofy. It's
Was
like a
not
weightless.
needed.
It's a weightless doll. That's like not clearly, so clearly not a human being right there.
What I would have done if you really wanted to make another movie and just leave it open for the next one, you have them drive off happily ever after, everybody's waving, and then you see those little the girls playing the jump rope going 1, 2, Freddy's come, like that. So you're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's something to it.
Yeah, that's enough of a tease that like something's going on, that you're not really out of the woods or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Or if we have Leonardo DiCaprio just with his little spinning device, just, is this a dream world? Is this a dream? But
well, ultimately, what probably pushed them in that direction, though, because now, you know, the slasher boom is already mid-stride here. You know, Halloween doesn't really start the slasher boom, but it gets it into a point where other movies are like, okay, we can imitate this, and then Friday the 13th like blows up, and then now we're in full slasher swing, and then A Nightmare on Elm Street here in '84. And I think one of the reasons why they did what they did is they knew they could have sequel bait. And, you know, Friday the 13th did the jump scare thing at the end, and they got that idea from Carrie that had done that, just the year before or something like that. So in a way, I get what Bob Shaye's going for. And I'm not against one-off horror movies. Like, I love a good one-off horror movie. But, I don't know. You're like, you got to look out for that money if you think you can make it.
No, exactly. And guess what? And as everybody famously knows, Freddy Krueger is the house that, or New Line Cinema is the house that Freddy built.
Yeah.
And it for good reason, too.
They
literally saved them.
Yeah, they were circling the bottom of the toilet bowl. And and he rescued them. Holy cow, we got Matt Facci from Facci Cinema in the house. What's happening? Davey Stud Muffin Deathray and Brett the Sex Man Stewart. I love it, the Sex Man. Oh, it's Big Daddy D now, Facci.
It's Big Daddy D.
Horror Queen says, I like Freddy's makeup for 2, and then in A New Nightmare, his burns look too perfect. Yeah, I think in New Nightmare, they're going for a totally different look because it really is supposed to be like the entity, like it is supposed to be more of like a demon. So I think I don't know. I don't know why he looks so different other than it's the entity trying to look like the Freddy that Heather knows. But yeah, I mean, the Freddy and Freddy's Revenge is like, that's the best part of the movie is the way Freddy looks, in my opinion. I think the movie's okay. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. I like 4 and 3 in A New Nightmare more than I like 2, but man, the way Freddy looks in 2 is so awesome. Yeah.
And he's scary. He's serious.
Yeah.
Like this, like way more serious than the one we just watched too. So it's just unfortunate that his seriousness had to go with kind of like these quirky themes that they did with the second one, which I have no problem with that. It's just the styles didn't totally clash as well as I would like for them to do it.
Yeah. The second one is, I mean, it's ballsy. They're clearly trying to do something different. So I'll give them all the credit for that there. And thank you for kicking it with us, Horror Queen.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody.
Yeah. It's always great to have a good crowd here kicking it with us and see some new people rolling on in. Let's see here. 7 p.m. Eastern, Freddy?
Yeah, I was answering Freddy's question he asked about Chills and Thrills tomorrow.
Is it 7 p.m. Eastern? Weren't you doing Chills and Thrills?
Well, yeah, it's normally at 8, but Brayden messaged me today. He asked me if we can go at 7 because so he can do the stream. And I said absolutely. So rare start time of 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow for Halloween, but most of them are 8 o'clock Eastern time. Okay.
Guys, that's going to be a really good one. You're not going to want to miss it. I mean, Brett is awesome, as you can tell, and Brayden is a great content creator, movie reviewer, but also a filmmaker himself. So you're going to get some like different levels of insight, and especially from somebody who has a big affinity for Michael Myers and the Halloween franchise. Brett, other than Chills and Thrills tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, watching Halloween with Braden Timmons. What do you got coming up on Good Real Hunting here for the remainder of spooky season, or just immediately coming up this week?
Okay, well, for next week, we don't know the particular topic yet. We're going to talk like over the weekend to try to get a topic there. And then after that, on October the 23rd, we're going to be having a horror trivia night where we're going to be playing Guess the Year that the horror movie got released.
Okay.
So we're going to have a bunch of guests on and have a good time with that. And then October the 30th, we're going to be having our big Fright Fight tournament, which is a 64 tournament, like contender tournaments. And this year's topic is going to be the greatest horror villain of all time. So you're going to see 64 of the great horror villains duking it out for that #1 spot. And that is on October the 30th. And then right after that, right when we go into November, we are going to be entering a brand new era of Good Real Hunting. And this one, it's going to hit a little different, so you do not want to miss the great things we got planned for it. For particular, we're bringing back good classic live streams that we've done in the past. We're bringing some of those things back. We're going to bring back regular video dropping, like videos, like a pre-recorded content. We're going to be bringing those back. So we're going to be going, like, we're pushing this channel as hard as we ever pushed it before. So this is just something you all do not want to miss, starting in November for the new era. And there might be a new logo.
Hey yo, new logo. Feels good to rebrand, right? You going Cracker Barrel, or what do you think? No, I'm just kidding. You know, it's funny. I'm going to do, like, I've got a whole bunch of new logos and stuff that I'm going to roll out, because I did a different logo just for spooky season for the, you know, September and October. And I'm like, yeah, it's been a couple years I've had the channel. It's time to just sort of do a little bit of a rebranding and just sort of like, you know, roll with something fresh.
After spooky season is a perfect time to do that. So I do not blame you whatsoever. And
my stuff is always going to have something spooky involved because of my, you know, stupid stage name. So when you got Deathray in there, it's just how it's gonna go. Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you everybody for joining us in the live chat. If you're watching this after the fact, like, you might even be cooler because #1, this stream actually came across your feed, which is wild. And if you're staying till this point, thank you so much. I hope you had a great time. It's always a pleasure watching this, you know, classic slasher film from 1984. Man, the mid 80s were just cooking pretty hard. Let me just go ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to mention one thing because I still got Chills and Thrills on my mind. I am going to be having Davey Deathray on for a couple of big movies for next year. So what those particular movies are, stay tuned and find out. But Davey will be a part of some big watches because I'm going to need his input on those big movies. Yes,
guys, just be on the lookout. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great. I would be there for trivia on Good Real Hunting, but I already had a stream lined up earlier that day.
We're gonna duke it out in the ratings.
Well, they just overlap a little bit. So I always try to stay out of your way. You know how I roll, Brett.
You the man. You know us at Good Real Hunting, we respect the hell out of you, dude. We love the work that you do, and more importantly, you're just a good dude.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think you guys are great as well. And yeah, I mean, it's one of the, like, you know, on a Thursday night, I know some of my buddies are going to go live. So if I can play nice, I'll play nice. It just makes it better for everyone. And we have such an awesome community. I don't want to tear the community apart.
No, and most importantly, it's just we all support each other. So we all want the best. We're never negative towards each other. So just keep that in mind. It's like, sometimes it's just sometimes too where we do have to go involved with somebody else, but we don't try to do it all the time. Just that we always communicate with each other too, just in case.
Well, and here's the thing too, if I could do this full time, if this ever got to the point where it was like successful enough to be full time, then it would be a lot easier to collaborate with everyone and have a freer, more open schedule. But you know, when you're doing this as a passion and you just, you know, things just don't always line up exactly as you would want all the time, but we find a way to make it work. Big Rod dropping a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Big Rod. Says, for Raymond, happy birthday, brother. Yeah. Happy birthday, Raymond. Happy heavenly birthday, I guess is the phrase to say.
Man, I still miss him every day. And every time I watch the Buffalo Bills play, I always think of Raymond first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I hear you. And it's man, it just sort of came out of nowhere. And what was wild to hear is that, like, when he was at the end and he was going through some pretty serious health problems that I don't think really any of us knew about.
No, it literally came out of nowhere, and it's just like we didn't really have time to process it.
Yeah, but to find out from Shelly that, like, that when he was in the hospital, he was able to, like, listen to the streams and have that back there, like, that's a really sweet thought there, that she had to bring the laptop so he can enjoy all that while he was going through everything. And here we are, and we're just going to keep it rolling. Every October 10th we'll do a little something for Raymond, and like you said at the beginning of the stream, Brett, we've got him. He's going to be a channel member for life for both of our channels. And I don't know, I don't think we're the only ones. There might be another couple out there that do that as well, but I just figured that was,
and we definitely want that too. It's like, I know I asked Davey if I could do that too, which I appreciate you with permission, because you thought the idea first. So
yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's just like, I mean, now, what kind of jerk would I have been if I was like, how dare you want to honor our friend and community member?
No, exactly.
That's my thing to do. I'm going to make it about me. No, it is one of those things where it's like it affected everybody in the community differently. And it was so awesome seeing everyone come together. And I mean, especially, we just lost Steven from Craven Something Scary. Just over a week ago, or a week and a half. It's almost 2 weeks now, I think. Right. So it's and I knew his channel a little bit. I'd watched some streams, but I didn't really know him that closely. So there's going to be these things that happen within our community, and sometimes you're going to be really close to somebody, and then other times it's going to be another part of the community that's more affected. And it's awesome for everyone to be able to be there for each other. And just like, I don't know, just remember that life it's pretty fleeting. And this is the way I think about it. When you lose somebody unexpectedly, or maybe you lose somebody at a young age or something like that, I just think to myself, well, now I'm just gonna live a little bit more for them. And I'm gonna carry on, and I'm gonna make sure, like, that torch isn't extinguished. It's just been passed on to the rest of us, and we all get to carry that for the rest of our lives. And at some point, we're going to be the ones that leave, and hopefully there are people there that want to carry on our memory for everyone as well. So it's an inevitability. It's one of those things that's going to happen to all of us, but which is why I try not to get too sad about it. It is sad to not have Raymond around, but we can celebrate him, and we can have a good time in his memory for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, hopefully y'all remember us positively, because unfortunately I'm going to be the one remembered as the guy that has a weird obsession with his doll in his closet, Fernando. But I'm just going to dig Fernando with me in my grave. So if you just come to my gravesite, you'll see Fernando at the...
Yeah, just half buried in the ground. I'm,
with his hairy chest.
Brett, I'm gonna remember you as the guy that has a tough time pronouncing names. That's what I'm gonna remember you as.
Yep. Guess what? I'm not even ashamed of it anymore. It's just whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. So that's why you need to watch Go Girl Hunting, because you never know what comes out of my mouth.
That's why I stopped saying actors' name. Like when I would do the horror news and I would go through and be like, other cast members are, and I'm trying to like read this stuff, I'm seeing it for the very first time, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea how to say this name.
So this is what it's like in Brett's mind.
Yeah. Tom Atkins. I can wrap my mind around Tom Atkins. That's a very easy name to say. But a lot of actors now have name, or maybe they're from, a country where I'm not used to seeing this name. And it's like, how do I say this name? I don't even know.
I'll give
but
it
let
my
me
best shot.
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot first time around. Really quick though, guys, before we head out, I did close that last poll, which Elm Street sequel deserves a rewatch next. And Dream Warriors and Freddy versus Jason tied with 36% each of the 28 votes that you guys dropped in there. New Nightmare got 17% and the Dream Master got 11. So I guess it's kind of a coin flip between Dream Warriors and Freddy versus Jason.
Or just put it on the poll, or do a poll on YouTube, on your YouTube.
There you go.
You get a lot of votes on those. So
just between those two, that's a good idea. I like that. Okay, that's what we'll do, folks. And yeah, maybe Erica will stream something on Discord. Maybe she won't. I'm not sure. We'll probably have a little powwow afterwards. I know Freddy Krueger wants Freddy versus Jason, little FBJ action there. So if we reach a super chat goal at some point, it'll be on Discord, because that way we get to show the movie and all that kind of fun stuff. So that is yet to be decided, Mr. Freddy Krueger, but we will figure that out. Cool. I think we're just over 2 hours. Wow, the movie just flies by like that. Yeah, thank you so much, Brett, for joining me. This was fun. I thought it was going to be a whole big bunch of us talking over each other, but it ended up just being, me and you kind of talking over each other, and me doing vibrator noises during scenes of
yeah, that's what I'm going to remember always on this. Yeah, I remember like the 6th time I watched A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was me and my buddy Davey Deathray. We made a vibrator joke with Mrs. Thompson. Like,
and that's just the sound it makes when you turn it on, and then when you push it up against the skin, it does the. Oh my god! I'm coming.
But no, Davey, it's such an honor to hang out with you. And again, we're sorry about Ken and Frank. They wish they can be here, but again, family comes first. So, but I couldn't leave my boy Davey to do it solo. Plus, again, special occasion with Raymond. So I'm always happy to be here. And of course, Davey, I will always say to you, that door to Good Real Hunting is always open for you.
Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. Make sure you subscribe over at Good Real Hunting and Chills and Thrills. Thank you so much to the Patreon members, the YouTube channel members, our amazing group of Death Squad mods, one of which is right there in the panel next to me. And thank you so much to just everybody that showed up, hung out with us on the stream. I hope you had a great time. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, all that kind of fun stuff. I look forward to seeing you next time around. So yeah, you know what? Until next time, he's been Brett Man from Good Real Hunting, and I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care. There it is.